And continuing our team coverage, police are preparing for possible armed protests at all 50 state capitals tomorrow. Here in Connecticut, law enforcement projects about 2,000 people could descend into the capital's region. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Shante Passmore is tracking the state's response to that warning. Shante.
Kevin, over recent days, police have increased their presence at the Capitol, yet we're learning they're also looking at other possible targets like state and federal buildings. The message tonight is clear. Stay out of the capital city tomorrow.
Political unrest rises as America prepares to welcome the next administration.
With the current climate in America today, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I think this is going to look different from what we're used to.
This somber prediction follows after FBI intel reveals armed protests could flood state capitals across the nation Sunday. Yet the agency says it hasn't received any credible threats in our state, but continues to monitor any threats in the coming days. It reports between now and the presidential inauguration on January 20, we will be maintaining an around-the-clock heightened posture to monitor for any emergency threats to the region. State Capitol Police tells Eyewitness News it'd rather be prepared and underwhelmed than experience what outnumbered and overwhelmed officers faced in D.C. January 6th. Then, the leading superpower of the free world spiraled into mayhem during the deadly siege.
One thing to keep in mind, however, is that many of these groups openly call for civil war.
National security professor at New Haven and former advisor to the Iraqi State Department, Jeffrey Treisman, tells Eyewitness News these protests could attract groups looking for a political coup. Meanwhile, it can also attract unwanted friction as state and local leaders urge people to stay away from the Capitol.
We don't want protesters coming out right now. We certainly don't want people counter demonstrations coming. We don't want people rubbernecking, just coming out to see what's happening.
This is a time when we would all benefit from trying to bring the temperature down.
Social media giants are also trying to turn down the heat. Companies are cracking down on violent content while curbing the spread of misinformation.
And perhaps this is the most critical part of our reporting all week. If you happen to see something suspicious on social media or offline, you can leave the FBI a tip at 1-800-CALL-FBI. Live in the studio tonight, Shante Passmore, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.